So now, Mr. Jeans, with the stores going away for the PlayStation brand, this brings into question now the digital only versus the physical.
The big thing here, because the PS4's CMOS battery, if that goes out, you can't play any of your digital crap, and you have to ping back to the PlayStation servers, which, I mean, if they close them, those aren't going to be around anymore.
Right.
And the battery even kanking the disk drive was just funny to me. But imagine, like, having a digital-only console, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got all these digital... Oh, man, all these games with PS Plus. Yeah, they didn't port them up to the PS5, but, you know... I at least have it on my console, my digital-only console here, and it's dead. Now what happens? Wait a minute.
Oh, well, don't worry about it.
I'll say the PSP people, and maybe even the Vita people, probably don't have any hurt feelings. I don't. I have both of those devices. I have no hurt feelings. My PSP is usually with the discs anyway. And for the most part, people like the PSP and the PS Vita.
They turn them into emulator machines.
They like to jailbreak them.
Yeah.
They turn them into emulator machines. So they probably don't have any hurt feelings.
I kind of want a Vita.
But for the main console, though, I got to look at it and be like, ooh, that hurts just a little bit.
Yes.
Like, that's
not
good.
Much
that's
bigger
not
games.
Good. that's not good. Oh, that's bad.
And again, piracy is what's going to bring people probably to the PC. But again, if they're like you,
one day,
yes.
The only option to play Metal Gear Solid 4 will be on PC.
Yes.
One day, all the PS3s will be dead, and there's no other way to play it. It's not like they've made a remaster or they made backwards compatibility with it a thing. Ironically, the PS3 and the superpower of the cell managed to condemn a bunch of games that just kind of being stuck on the PS3.
Yes.
Because nothing can play those things. Oh, no.
And again, I just don't know. I'm fine with digital only things if they are preserved properly. Like there's some people that get digital only games like Rock Band Blitz, for example. I actually downloaded that for my PS3 emulator.
I wouldn't feel good having a digital library. I mean, I say yes, I do have Steam and a billion games for that, but that's a PC. I'm on PC. I don't have to worry about Steam saying, "Hey man, we don't support your computer anymore. We're gonna have to take all your games." That's not gonna happen. It's ridiculous.
Within the realm of
within reason.
Yeah, within reason. Like again, Rock Band Blitz is a game that I downloaded just recently for the PS3, and it requires you to unlock it from the PlayStation Network, which they've already delisted the game. However, the people on the internet somewhere, they said, "Oh, here's how you can bypass that and get the unlock key for the full game.
Holy
and
shit.
Here's how you can mod more songs into the game."
Nice.
So you come away with more than what PlayStation will offer you.
If we want to go back to old games, I mean, look at the Sega Dreamcast. Phantasy Star Online? Oh no, it's gone. The servers are gone. It's all dead. It's all dead. Well, don't worry. They found a way to make private servers for it. So you can still play Dreamcast games, still play online Sega Saturn games. Really wanted to push it. You could do Genesis and Super Nintendo stuff too. It's you gotta love the gaming community has its moments, right?
Yes.
Where it's like, okay, that was rough, guys. That was quote unquote sus. I'm gonna have to vote to eject you now, even though we're arguably on the same side. But every now and then, it's like, hey, this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
If the community loves video games, community ironically curious, the gaming community likes their video games, and they will preserve their video games in whatever means necessary. I mean the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast, you can get SD card mods for that.
Yes.
So if we're worried about disc rot, oh no, what about the disc roterinos? What happens when my CDs turn into the mushrooms, or turn into mushroom people, turn into mushroom psychedelics. They turn into psychedelics.
They turn into the clickers from The Last of Us.
And I start getting high. Started getting high off Saturn games.
That would be kind of cool.
Don't worry. There's everybody's ripped the disc images. They are preserved online, and that's a good thing.
Yes, and that's what I as an advocate for preservation, I do enjoy piracy in the regard that it preserves. I don't.
It is very true that corporinos have no interest in preservation. They can't. Sony can't sell you the same game remastered if they allow you to easily port it forward or easily get your hands on it.
You know, that's what Xbox did a long time ago. Do you remember? Do you remember the video game Infinite Warfare from Call of Duty? The one that people didn't like because it was in space. So
yeah,
it's because they bundled Modern Warfare with it. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So if you spent like $100, you would get that game with it, the remaster. And so for the longest time on the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, like to the Xbox One, you couldn't get backwards compatibility for Call of Duty 4 until sometime after, when the remaster became standalone, and then they made it go forward.
You know, that was some rat business there.
Did they?
I didn't buy Infinite Warfare because that bundle. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not getting it. I'd love to play Modern Warfare Remastered, but I am not buying a Call of Duty game I'm not gonna play just to get my hands on Remastered.
Yes.
I'm not paying that big buck.
To be fair,
just to get a game that I've already played.
To be fair, however, the problem with that game specifically is that they threw in microtransactions into a game
because of course
that never had it.
You know, yeah, we had DLCs, but I mean, come on, really?
Mm-hmm. And again, they kind of shot themselves in the foot with that. I don't even know if Call of Duty 4 is on the backwards compatible list. I know Modern Warfare 2 is.
Oh, there's no incentive. There's no incentive to put COD 4 on backwards compatibility. Actually, that's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah, I tried to look it up, but I don't know if it's on there. It might be. It could be. And again, that would still just be a thing. But even then, Xbox is doing a little bit more than PlayStation is in the regard that your digital games, or even your physical ones that you own for the original Xbox to an extent, and most of your 360 games all move forward with your console generations, which is good.
A decent some of them do.
Yeah, a decent library of games, and I can go back
I didn't realize how bad the 360's emulation of Halo 2 was until I sat down to it like this Christmas and I really put time into it. I was like, oh wait, oh god. Oh, there's some weird graphical anomalies going on here.
Whoops.
Wait a minute, why do the shadows look like that? And I Googled it. I was like, hey, wait a minute, what? Oh, it makes sense. I don't play that level a lot. It makes sense how I wouldn't see that. It was high charity. On high charity, graphics get weird.
And you know, like I said, the Microsoft people, the Xbox people, they're figuring it out. They're like,
you know what? Yeah, you know what?
Backwards
I have
compatible.
to give them credit. The fact is, they made it happen.
Yes.
They made it possible. Oh wow, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. It works.
It does. Is it on there?
It does. It's on there. What the hell? Why?
That came out after the fact because people wanted it.
You can still buy it digitally.
Yes.
It's wow.
Yeah, you can buy most of those games. Whatever's on that list of backwards compatible games, you can still go and buy them digitally.
Okay, Xbox. Damn.
And again, they're pro-consumer in letting you play your old games. Now, it's not all of them because you still can't play some of them.
They're friendly. I wouldn't even say they're pro-consumer, but they're friendly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a pro-consumer move.
You can get Battlefront 2 for the original Xbox.
Yes.
On your Series S.
Most Star Wars games.
Nice.
And they want to add more.
Games. The Splinter Cell games are on the Series S.
Yeah. Almost. Dude, there's so many.
What?
There's so many.
Splinter Cell. I spent so much time playing Splinter Cell. Yeah, I didn't have Metal Gear Solid because I wasn't a Sony person growing up, but I had Splinter Cell. And Splinter Cell was incredible.
Again, they're doing okay. And so the thing today, because of the PlayStation stores allegedly shutting down.
Panzer Dragoon Orta.
Yeah, Orta's on there. Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's some good preservation. You
Yes.
know what? Thank you, Microsoft. you don't do a lot of good shit in the world, but you know what? Panzer Dragoon Orta is right there.
Yeah,
the game is unnecessarily rare.
Yeah,
And
$10 I
Panzer
think.
Dragoon shit.
Yeah, you pay $10 and get it.
$10 digital.
Yes.
There you go.
Play it on your
Nice.
Xbox Sex.
Play it on the Sex.
Yes.
Play it on the SES. Play it on the Xbox
Play it
One.
on every
Just do
fucking
it.
where.
Play it all. Play it on all the Xboxes.
Yeah. And you know what? They're doing great.
And that's the right idea. I'd rather have a lot of platforms to choose from to play a game on than being locked to one thing.
And again, it's a pro-consumer move to make it a little bit more friendly for people that want to play those old games.
Crimson Skies.
Yes, yeah. You listen. You're going through the list.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Yes.
Is it?
No. I'm just looking back at my childhood. Like Crimson Skies. I had like three games for the original Xbox. It was Halo 2, Crimson Skies, and what was it? The Mace. Was it Griffin?
You had way different games than I did. Mine were Dead or Alive.
Excuse me.
Dead or Alive 3. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
You know that explains why you don't respect women.
Oh no,
You know everything falls into place.
Listen,
Oh man, you would be great about that woman. It's like what, Necro?
if she
13?
played volleyball.
Big Fuda cock in volleyball. It's like really,
Listen.
come on, man. Like is that's what you see?
I mean,
That's what you get out of this.
I didn't say that, but
That's what you get out of this.
if the shoe fits, jeans.
Dead or Alive groomed you.
It kind of did, yeah.
Unrealistic body standards, dude. You got groomed.
Come
Come on, just raise your hand. Anybody that got groomed here? Yes, raise your hand. Yes.
You know what? Probably in the most basic,
This
definition, probably got groomed by Dead or Alive.
Let me guess. You like large
Christy.
breasts.
Oh,
Christy doesn't have big breasts. Christy's
she's special.
she's
She's special.
anyways.
Well, what? Well, anyways. But
She's my Dead or Alive crush.
and you know,
Damn.
I never really kept the Xbox for long, but I do remember loading that shit up with music though. God,
And you know,
the
we
good
used
old
to be able
days.
to play music while we were playing games.
Yeah, custom
That used
soundtracks
to be a
every
thing.
game.
Yeah, that used to be a thing. Huh. I kind of want that back. I kind of do it on my computer, but
You can do
the
it on.
point is I want it back. I want it back on my Xbox.
I know on PS4 you can with Spotify. I think you might also
yeah,
have a
but
music
see,
player.
You gotta pay for that.
No, you don't have to pay for. You don't have to pay for Spotify on the PlayStation. You just get ads every so often, I think.
That's obnoxious.
On the Xbox,
Dude,
you can use Pandora.
I don't want radio. I don't want my playlist to be like a fucking radio.
Well, sure.
You know when I'm listening to the radio and there's a bunch of ads? Yeah, it's when I'm driving, and it still pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio though.
That's why I have hours of music. Hours. Groove Coaster, man. Listening to the entire soundtrack of Groove Coaster. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them. I bought them all, of course. That's wow. That you can go mileage.
Yes, and you know,
Death Stranding's low roar soundtrack is surprisingly doable. Big empty interstate. It's keywords here. You can't be in traffic. Death Stranding to traffic? No. Death Stranding to a very long stretch of road between Iowa and Illinois? Absolutely.
I can see that.
There's no traffic around you. Nobody's pressing you to change lanes. You're just able to just jump in your lane. And you just set the cruise control and you just go. It's just empty farmland everywhere, and you just go straight. You go straight to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite the experience.
I imagine.
It's quite the experience. You should try it sometime.
See,
I know you travel. I know you travel in the Tesla.
Dude, the desert. I don't want to talk about it. The desert pisses me off.
To crank on that low roar.
But you see,
Death Stranding.
But this thing, the retro video game arenas, like you
right.
said, all the best games have been made, and people want to play those best games.
Have already been made.
And we want to
They've
play
already
them
been made.
forever.
Let the people play.
Except for PlayStation, you can't play those forever.
No, you're gonna wait for that remaster.
Yeah, you're gonna wait for that.
Wait for that remaster, and you're gonna buy it for current generation, and you're gonna like it.
Are the PlayStation fanboys gonna buy PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale again?
Oh, of course.
Whoops, that game
It's
kind
not
of
like they have a choice.
that game kind of flopped a little bit, but
and always does. Nobody actually cares about the All Stars Battle
liked
Royale.
it. When you get
boogaloo.
Zeus, the game is pretty much won because Zeus is broken.
Come on. Of course he is.
He really is.
Of course he is.
But that's the world that we're in. But the Sony fanboys, oh yeah, that's right, the Sony fanboys, they are protesting Xbox Game Pass because they get to play those old games, not you.
Why do they get the games? Because Xbox somehow managed to figure out, hey, wait a minute, all these games on our store, what if we just
have them
the
rent them?
compatibility up?
Rent it. Netflix.
What if we kept the compatibility up and you could just play it?
No.
You know, it's funny. It's like, oh, but you don't own those games.
Yeah, they do bring that up
but
a
it's
lot.
like, but it's like we all grew up drinking what, Mountain Dew, eating gummy worms, and renting games from fucking Blockbuster. Come on, man.
Yeah, like I mean, and you could use nostalgia as the thing.
Like,
but
we've done this. We've rented games before. We've done this. We grew up doing this.
And
I'm not saying that it's a good thing and that we have to keep doing it. That's not what I said.
Now,
Game Pass, if anything, presents a almost acceptable rental fee.
And well, this is the other thing.
Look, here's the upfront cost for the subscription. And you can play any of these games here. It's not like, oh, I have to take this off the shelf, take it to the counter. They're gonna charge me for this one game, and God forbid I'm late turning it back in. I don't own this game. I'm not gonna steal it from Blockbuster because I'm not a dick.
Well, you know, and I was just kind of thinking about it just now. People at Microsoft have figured out how to make Game Pass work because Microsoft has had a lot of shitty ideas. Mixer was good, and then they fumbled.
The Kinect.
They fumbled it at the end. The Kinect.
Look at the Kinect.
They tried.
Great idea.
They tried.
What a great idea.
Skype. Well, that's just kind of dead.
Gip.
And
I sure hope they buy Discord. Come on, just do it.
You know, well, I can kind of see a benefit to it, but I also can see the disadvantage. If they bought
Discord, the groomers would go away so fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They'd get deleted. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide.
Microsoft
is here. Microsoft and the full force of the federal government.
Yeah, they're patrolling, bro. They're not fucking around with you anymore. But the biggest thing,
FBI, open up.
They have figured out that sure, you can buy those games if you want to with this all-in-one subscription thing, because you can get Game Pass or Xbox Live Ultimate or Gold Ultimate or whatever it is, where you can get Game Pass and you get Xbox Live with it.
Now, I will say my Game Pass isn't active right now.
Mine is not.
See, I'm not a shell, right? I'm not a shell because I realize, okay, well, now I'm going back onto my PC. I do have the Xbox Sex. I have acquired Sex.
Yes.
But there was a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out and do all this work out and about. I will not be playing games.
Yeah, so you can just
all right. I'm gonna turn this off, and hey, maybe if it does so fancy me, I'll come back and play on it. But while I did have it active, I played Ace Combat, blew through all that. I was blasting through Forza Horizon 4.
Mm-hmm.
I had a great time with Game Pass, and it was for basically nothing. For basically nothing, I had hours of play, and I even finished Ace Combat.
Yes.
Like I had a full-blown campaign for what? Not much. And is it a game I'd want to own? Sure, maybe one day. And you know what? Game Pass gives you discounts.
Yes.
They give you discounts on the games you played. Cool. Well, any of them, really. Because you have the subscription, they let the subscription subsidize picking up the actual game. So if I did care about my progress, I only rented it, right? If I did care about my progress, I can just buy it. I can just buy it and they'll give me my progress. It's cool. That's cool. What the hell? How have they done this?
And again, there's a science behind it. They said all these other things. I think even what was it? It used to be Zune, and then they changed
Oh.
it to
I
Xbox
had
Music.
I had a Zune subscription once.
Yeah, and then they
That
changed it to
sucked.
Xbox Music, and then they changed it to Groove, and then Groove died. And so
Makes
now,
sense.
they have this Xbox Game Pass, which has been
I think
a fucking
I had
hit.
Zune. I think I had Zune because I had a Windows phone. Tragic.
I like the Zune PC software. I'm going to die on that hill. I liked it.
I look. I gave it a chance, man, but it's just meh.
Of course.
Meh. Zune sucked. Come
Zune-
on, man.
They tried. They really did.
Dude.
They tried. Hey, you
It
want
was
an
no
FM radio
iPod.
in your little music player? Oh, and video and photos? It's right here. But yeah, but
Sweetie.
the
It's
iPod's
over.
right here.
The iPod is literally right here.
It's-
Actually, there's several iPods. Actually, I think somebody on the bus dropped theirs. Here's your iPod. Here's an iPod, bro. They were everywhere. They were fucking everywhere. There's no getting away from it. And you know what? You know what? I didn't. Okay, fine. I'll give you this concession here.
Okay.
I didn't have an iPod.
Okay.
I didn't have an iPod until I graduated high school. It was like a graduation gift or some stupid shit like that. I mean, no, okay, I only say stupid shit because my mother probably gave it to me. But before that, the dark times, before the iPoderinos ran everybody over, before Android rose up and infected everybody's phones, I had an RCA MP3 player with,
Okay.
I think, 256 megabytes of memory.
Yeah.
There was no SD card. It was high-speed USB. You plugged it into the back. A very ungraceful hookup method. You plugged it into the back of it, and it had like rubberized buttons. And the screen, I can't remember the screen to be honest, but it was not some high-end shit. You could barely make out what you were doing. That was my MP3 player.
I laugh
I
because
go
I know
like
the
that.
pain.
It was just a nice, cheap little RCA MP3 player
Mm-hmm.
from, I guess, early 2000s. It had to have been. Had to have been from the 2000s. Was it? Oh God, there's so many variants. Oh, there it is! Oh shit! Oh God, did it have a rechargeable battery? Could this have been powered by like a AAA battery? It looks like it. An RCA Lyra. Oh my God, look at you. So freaking precious.
It's a
You're so freaking precious when you
smile.
smile.
You smile. You see,
I want one. Oh my God, I want one back. I want it back.
and now I kind of kick myself in the ass when I see all of these old devices
Holy
losing
shit.
support, and I'm like, I really want that old thing that I traded in once.
I want old thing.
Yes.
The people want old thing. Give them old thing.
And then Xbox Game Pass comes in, and they said, "Oh, do you like old game? Guess what? You
Here's
can play
old
them.
thing. Enjoy old thing.
Enjoy."
Oh God, dude, this MP3 player was probably so durable. Oh God.
You gonna buy one?
Holy crap! Dude, look at oh. You see this? You see it?
Okay. I mean, I see the.
Hang in there. No. That's boring.
Okay.
Dude, that's like a minute ago.
Okay. This
And
was
maybe
practically
you wanna
yesterday.
Keep up.
Maybe this practically yesterday. Why would I wanna
Practically
look at
yesterday.
it?
Look at this. Look at the little pouch.
Dude, I had like the one.
Holy
I had that one.
shit.
The blue one. That one
Nice.
specifically.
See, you understand.
I do.
You understand. We are the same. You and I, big boss.
Big.
I am evil, and you are evil as well.
You are
Curious.
curious how this portable device.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would.
We both desire to listen to English on our MP3 players.
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Why wouldn't you?
It's language.
It's a beautiful device.
We are entrapped by language. English.
Yeah.
And sometimes Japanese.
And sometimes Japanese.
You don't know what they're saying, and yet the words never let you go. It never goes away.
And then Kojima puts in iPod product placement in a and well, also MacBook.
Open up your iDroid.
Oh yeah, I love how they changed it to iDroid, and I'm like, I want an iDroid. What is an iDroid? I want one.
Oh, cool hologram.
Yeah, I think
God, you know what? It probably didn't have 256 megabytes. There's no fucking way. Memory was so expensive back then. There's no way. How much space does this really have?
Yeah, you're not getting a gigabyte back when that was a thing. Not for fucking cheap.
Just 128 megabytes. There we go.
That sounds normal.
Doubled it. I doubled it by accident. My bad. Oh no, I'm a hipster.
Yep.
Oh no, I remembered it incorrectly.
Oh.
I am exposed.
The rise of old thing, nostalgia trip.
I love old thing.
I love old thing, and old thing loves me.
Well, you should feel bad for liking old thing. Why?
That's what Sony said.
Why?
You don't like that's what the guy said. The guy for Sony was like, look at all these old games. They look terrible. You don't want to play those. Release his PlayStation Classic console. Well,
you know, soy with open wide mouth saying, "I'll buy 3." Sure, the emulation's horrible, but I'll buy 3.
Oh, and not to mention, there's like 15 games on it. Some low number.
And not even the ones people wanted.
Not even the ones people wanted.
Because you got to buy that remaster, bro.
And then you can just
remaster, lol.
Mod it. You can hack it to put more games on it. The games that you actually wanted.
And even then, the emulator's awful. So why would you even? Ooh.
You know, I never bought one, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. But I guess this is a signal going forward for people that are hardcore digital only people.
Heads up.
Well, and you know what? It's not even really being about digital only.
Back in the day, you know what? I get it. You know what? I get it. I get how the digital sand trap works.
Well, yeah, it's the ease.
I mean, in the moment, back then, when this stuff first came out, you thought this would be around forever.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, you just kind of feel, wow, gaming has come so far now. This will be around forever. I mean, why wouldn't it?
Yeah. And now we have a bleak, grim outlook. And
that being said, that 360 support looks pretty fucking banging.
Yeah.
pretty banging. I moved all my saves from it because they opened up free cloud saves. The abilities of the 360, how obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
It's for Microsoft, it must have been obnoxious to have to continue to support it because the One just didn't do anything. Yeah. Well, guys, the Xbox One hasn't really done anything. Okay, now what happens? I guess we got to continue supporting the 360.
Yeah, I hope they do put Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon on Game Pass. That would be kind of fun.
Probably eventually, yeah. I can see that happening.
Because they're putting Yakuza 6 on there in 2 days.
Well, all the remasters.
Yes,
all the remastered Yakuza games are on Game Pass. Which, I mean, sure. Hell yeah. I mean, just play literally tens of hours of Yakuza and then go buy Like a Dragon. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good trade, right?
Yeah.
It's a good system.
Listen.
Experience old thing, but new. On Game Pass.
Like you
didn't buy new games.
Well, a lot of it, again, the science is that people either didn't have time to play those games or didn't know about them until
so many of them.
Until now.
There were so many.
And then Yakuza 0 comes out and they're like, "Damn. Now I got the prequel essentially to the story."
Oh, cool prequel. There's only like 2 other games, right?
And then someone says, "Dude, Yakuza 0 is a good entry point. You got to play this game." And like, "Oh, I've never played a Yakuza game. Let me try it out. Oh my god, I love this game. Where are the other ones at?" "Oh, you're in luck. They're on Game Pass."
Oh boy.
Hashtag
we
ad.
got news for you.
Hashtag not an ad. We're not ad sponsored, but it's
please Microsoft.
Sega. You know what?
Sega, I love you so much.
Sega, please.
Sega, I love you so much.
Hashtag simping for Sega. I agree. But listen, but they've been. Microsoft hasn't figured out. Sony needs to get their shit together. Stop discontinuing
Thank you,
support.
Microsoft. It's kind of lame that Sony will literally survive off sucking blood from its hardcore base.
Mm-hmm.
When Microsoft has actually made some pretty good calls.
Yes, as of late, when
I can't even call them moves. Because I mean, I don't even know if it'll become a move, but they're good calls. They've set the table.
Yes.
In such a nice gamer-friendly way that I can't even like be butthurt at them about the one anymore. I mean, mind you, they robbed me of years.
Oh, of course.
Of next-gen gaming in a sense, because I didn't really play anything on the Xbox One. I have 2 games for the Xbox One.
Yes.
Halo 5, and it was that weird Final Fantasy spin-off. What was that? What the hell was that? It came out for the PSP originally? Is that what it was?
Crisis Core?
No, Final Fantasy, it was like some Zero or some crap like that.
What
was that?
I don't know.
Final Fantasy. Sure, I'm going to put 0 on there. Type 0, yeah. My God, what was that?
I don't think anyone knows.
What the hell was that? No, dude, honestly. Oh, jeez. This might as well be... This is weird. This is totally inaccurate, but I'm going to say this is the... Wow, is this like the Fire Emblem of Final Fantasy? Because it's a school. It's a school. I remember now. Some crap like that. I didn't get far. But they made an HD. They made an HD remaster remake for the Xbox One and maybe the PS4. I can't remember. I just got it for the one because I wanted to justify my investment. And
listen.
Never happened.
The Xbox One.
Halo 5 was depressing.
Oh, you know what? Now that you show me this picture, that...
It's that Final Fantasy game that nobody played, but it was on the PSP.
Yeah, they kind of didn't play it.
It happened. This one happened. And got multiple re-releases, but nobody can really tell you what happened in it because nobody played it.
What a massive game. I remember this coming out, and I thought that
I still haven't finished Final Fantasy 13 or 13-2
Okay.
or Lightning Returns.
Wow.
God, life's hard.
Listen, they're all available in game. I don't know if they're on Game Pass or not.
I still have my DVDs.
Oh no.
Thank you, Microsoft.
For allowing us the opportunity.
For allowing me to insert DVD and acquire game.
Acquire disc, and then you can acquire.
Oh wow, that disc is fucking old. But don't worry, we released a backwards compatibility patch, and off we go.
And you know what? If you have the sex or the cess, you get better shit. You get better frame rates unintentionally, not even through a patch either.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Well, in this case, they're not starting completely over in architecture. So, I mean, it makes sense. 360 games should run better, as a fact. Now, from Xbox to 360, things are kind of weird.
They get kind of sketch.
Well, I mean, look at the PlayStation. It's an architectural nightmare every time they put out a new console.
True. This is true.
Hopefully, I mean, the PS5 is doing okay backwards compatibility wise. It's not that different from the PS4. When they were showing, talking about this just next gen in general, this gen, current gen, current year gen. When they were showing off all these videos, this applies to the sex too. The sex and the PS5, and they're like, "Oh, look at the graphics." And I was sitting there like, "Nah, man, this. I think my 360 could look like that." I think there are some games on the 360 that look like that.
Yeah.
You guys aren't selling this to me. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, but look, it's 1440p. Oh, this one's 4K. It's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if we're still using 1080p displays. Not that I'm using a 1080p display. I have a 4K monitor now, but I do prefer to run at a lower resolution.
Yes.
If it means I get more frames.
Absolutely.
And that's doubly true for these next gen current whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
These consoles, these cancels. They don't do it. They don't do it. And even when they do it, I honestly don't even really notice much of a difference. I don't notice much of a difference. Visually, like, okay, you got more effects on screen. That's great. What about the gameplay?
Gameplay.
Nothing really stands out because I need to go back to the old catchphrase here. The greatest games have already been made. It's on the new games to give me new experience that incentivizes me playing new game. I don't know if it's hard. It's a hard sell. And Game Pass thankfully gives me old game. I can go back to old game and have all these experiences that I didn't get to have yet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like looking back before the dawn of the internet and being able to get everything off Amazon,
Yes.
you know, Prime delivered one day delivery. Didn't have, I mean, the games, you had to get them from brick and mortar stores. You had to go out to the store and get it. And that's assuming it's, you know, a game you'd want to play if it's in stock.
Yeah,
Man,
if it's in stock.
Now I'm looking back at like the old Game Boy Advance games. Dude, those boxes had soul.
They did.
Not to be cringe and soy pilled, but I mean, it's damn. Something about getting a new Game Boy Advance game felt pretty good. And I kept the boxes. Well, if not the boxes, I kept the manuals for whatever reason. I felt they were important. Curious as that is.
I did the same thing.
But opening up a new Game Boy Advance game, man, that felt good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where I was going with that. To be honest.
No, I mean,
It's just, you know what? Looking back, man, getting old game was a significant event.
Yes.
Now, the digital age, there should be no excuse that I can't experience any game I want instantly. And if they keep expanding the Game Pass to include all the old stuff, that'd be good. That's good.
I read somewhere that they're still trying.
It can only be a good thing.
Absolutely.